Hi friends, Dr Swaroop, mental conditioning peak performance coach, and today I'm going to talk about something which we actually do not look at it the way it needs to be looked. In this year's French Open final for in tennis, finally after all the amazing matches that we saw, we in a way expected two players to come into the finals, and they did. And these two players have been coming to the finals and winning the finals between themselves for so many years. Yes, we are talking about Djokovic and Nadal. Along with these players, when we look at even the other players that are there around, the top performers, the peak performers, we look at Sachin Tendulkar, we look at Rahul Dravid, we look at so many of these players who have performed consistently. We do not realize that there is that one thing that is common amongst all of these players that help them to become mentally tough. Can you guess what we are talking about? The answer over here, that number one step that helps them perform to their potential, that helps them be so mentally tough when it matters, is they are able to manage their expectations. And we don't realize actually the importance of it. Irrespective of the level that you are playing, there are always certain expectations that get built into our mind. Those expectations start from the self-expectations, what we expect based on the level that we are playing. But then there are expectations from the parents at a younger age, then the spectators as you grow up, then of the country, and then your own expectations as you go and keep going to the next level. But we do not realize the burden that these expectations put on us. And that is why it is called as the burden of expectations, because they put some burden on us. And if we do not know what to do with these expectations, if we do not know how to control these expectations, that expectation is suddenly going to come out in the form of pressure at various situations, not before the game maybe, but during the game. And when that happens, you see some great performers unfortunately unable to express themselves when it matters, and that is the reason for their consistent failures at the time when they need to succeed. And it is because of this that many players have not been able to reach their level. And many players don't even realize that the reason behind this pressure is their inability to manage their expectations. So many times we see players do phenomenally well when they have got nothing to lose, isn't it? What do we mean by nothing to lose? In a way, we are saying nothing to lose means there is no expectation on me. And because there is no expectation on me, what happens? You are free to play your game. And when you are free to play your game, your talent comes out so beautifully, isn't it? You are just able to play the game so naturally, and it feels so amazing. But as soon as, and especially after that game, when we now expect ourselves or others start expecting that we now can keep playing the same way, that is exactly where that burden of expectations without us knowing starts putting us under pressure. And when that happens, we start becoming either too defensive, too aggressive, trying to think too much, indecisiveness, body getting tightened, all of this which cause us to not play a game and not be consistent. Learning the skill of managing your expectation is one of the key skills that a teenage athlete will have to start building, so that as the player goes up the ladder, the player knows what to do whenever faced with the expectations and control it. It is my belief as a mental coach for the last 15 years, and which I have seen so often, that it is these expectations and the ability or the lack of ability to manage the expectation is what is going to either make that player be mentally tough during the critical stage or succumb to the pressure during the critical stage. And therefore, I hope you, the viewer, looks at this and tries to understand how these expectations are therefore maybe even giving you the pressure which you are not aware of. And this awareness of this expectation and this acceptance that yes, I am having this burden of expectations and I will need to do something about it is the first step towards starting to manage that. I look forward therefore to you learning the skills of these expectations, and of course at My Mental Coach this is what we do, but of course you can learn it from wherever you feel you're comfortable. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.